Hi Alex and Zoe. Hope you're all doing okay and enjoying this beautiful weather. I've got the windows open and a fan going because we haven't had our air conditioning serviced yet, which means we have to let someone in the house, so we're holding out a little bit. Anyway, we are going to finish the first beginner point lesson today. Before we do that, I just want to remind you that you will continue to progress in Pointe if you continue to do your ballet bars faithfully. Remember, Pointe is ballet in pointe shoes. Does make a significant difference in challenge. So make sure you're doing the bar that Patrick recorded, the bar that I recorded for your ballet 8, and remember that was the complete ballet 8 bar. Okay, so you've got those 2 bars, bar work every week. And when it comes to the Pointe bar work, again, I said today we're going to finish the bar work. I'm going to review the 2 newest patterns. It's the 8th one that we need to finish. And then what I'll do next week, because you're still supposed to be doing your point work from the previous 2. If you start with that first one, which was March something, that has the bar work up until the 2 new ones. So I hope that's making sense. What I'm going to do next week for you, since we have we'll have completed the whole lesson, next week's video I'll go from 1 through 8. So you'll have a video now beginning next week of all of the patterns you need to keep doing at least once a week. It would be wonderful, and that's something that I've realized in the other teachers, if you try to do your Pointe bar twice a week as well as your ballet bars. That would be 4 times a week. So you might be thinking in the back of my mind, oh, what about the center work? Well, good question if you were thinking of that. All the practice you're doing with the recital dances via online, there's your center work. So remember, your center work, you take the technique that you've practiced at the bar and you bring it to the center. So you're practicing while moving how to hold your torso, keeping those legs turned out for some things parallel, control and releve. So all those things that you've focused on in more detail at the bar. Bar, remember, is so that you could bring that technique to the center. So we're not neglecting center work. We're letting the dances do that for us. So real quick, remember the best way to do this, since my back was toward you, just put a chair in front of you, and I'm just going to warm you up with some roll-ups in the different positions, and then we'll go ahead and do exercise 7 and 8, completing 8. So parallel, belly to back. It's like you're in a butts. come back. And parallel, plie, and straighten, plie, and straighten. Now after plie, roll up, plie, roll all the way up on the platform, plie, and roll down. And again, plie, and straighten, plie, and straighten, plie, roll up, plie, roll down. Same thing in first. Keep those thighs lifted, front and back. Squeeze your legs together. This way. And plie, and straighten, plie, and straighten, plie, roll up, and plie, heels, straighten, repeat, plie, and straighten, plie, and straighten, plie, roll up, feel the height, plie, and straighten, and I want you to take a shallow second. Pretty close together. And plie, and straight, knees back over the middle toe, and straight, plie, roll up, plie, and straight, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, plie, through the shoe, tippy toe, and plie. And just toes first. Okay, so good enough for now. Ideally, I think I mentioned this to you, you would want to put the first video with up to through exercise 6, and then you would tack on today. But again, doing the other bar, the other 2 bars throughout the week is a very good practice for getting on those point shoes. Okay, so let's review the 7th exercise. And by the way, there are 3 center exercises, but you've at least can say now that you've finished the 8 exercises of the bar. So this is a really important one because this is the passe. I'll get to my because in a little bit. So you start with your right foot front, and you can just watch. You do 1, 2, 3, and then 1, passe, and down. Okay, so I have a note on my lesson plans today that I'd actually like you to explain to a family member who is going to be looking at your back foot what you're supposed to show them. So, the reason why I say this is big is because this is the first exercise in this lesson where you go from 2 feet to 1 foot. Up until now, it's been 2 feet to 2 feet, 2 feet to 2 feet. Okay? So, when you get to that passe, and I know you're going to explain this to them, that your platform, top of your point shoe, is going to come under you and take the place of your heel. So they're going to see, here's your platform, You can see that. We put it right there in the black. Your toes go, they go right underneath you and take the place of your heel. So you have 3 releve fifth. 1, 2, 3. Here it is. Under you and down. So remember, in ballet shoes, it's the ball of your foot that takes the place of your heel. With pointe shoes, it's a platform. From there, you went like here, and you just reverse it. 1, 2, through your feet. 3, back foot under you. Watch that hip. And down and straight. Okay, so I have down that we did 4 sets. Not sets. We did it 4 times. Right, left, right, left. Okay, so that's our combination. You would actually consider that 2 sets, right and left being 1 set. All right? Okay, with the track, this right here. So right foot, front. So I really like the idea of you explaining to someone, this is your homework, what your feet do in that snatch, and for them to watch. Okay? So you can even go through the whole thing. Remember, in 5th position releve, sometimes the back foot is a little lazy and it doesn't pull in like the front foot. However, I haven't seen that hardly with either of you, okay? So your goal is, and again, have someone watch you, to do right, left with a good snatch. And to be consistent with my philosophy of progress, you nail that 4 times and then you increase by 2. I think I believe a doable goal for repetition for this would be 8. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Okay? So, anyway, I actually have a thought that perhaps a video could be sent to me of you doing it 4 times of just your feet from the back. Okay? Make sure I see the feet. So see if you have a willing videographer participant to do that. Okay? Make sure those heels, you're getting them down in between. Because remember, it's that whole foot, especially the heel, that gets you back up into your spring. Okay? All right, we're going to move on to the last bar exercise. And this would be number 8. This one, this was new last week. The one we just did was a second week review. So this is where you have the PK. You prepare tendu. Then you're here. PK, touch the leg up. Tombe means fold. And then we did a nice controlled. So you have 2 counts for each of the pas de bourrée steps. And this is counted in 6s. So you have prepare 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's the treble part. We get to in front and things happen with our hips. Things happen with our knee going forward and staying, instead of staying back over the middle toe. And this is something that we have been working on with improvement. You want to keep everything square, okay? Don't twist on that pas de bourrée. So let's do that again. PK up, tombe down, square. Eyes, shoulders, ribs, hips, square. Pas de bourrée. And reverse up. And down. Pas de bourrée. Okay? Let's just do, for right now, take out the PK and the tombe, and let me just see. I want you to do 4 pas de bourrées in a row. Okay? And I want you really to focus on keeping square. Ready? And pas de bourrée. And pas de bourrée. Hip square. Pas de bourrée. Pas de bourrée. And oftentimes, the reason the hips twist, I'm just going to do it facing you, is because when you get to the step in front, we just go too far with that. The track of what the feet do, directly behind, directly across, and then this leg is just to go in front. And that helps keep the hips square. And that's the correct way to do it. You want to step right in front of, let me do that again. This leg steps right in front of the leg that went out to second. Okay? So, again, good position. You have PK, tombe, pas de bourrée, and PK, tombe, pas de bourrée. Okay, so, let me line these up. Okay, let's do that 4 times. That's as much as I gave you last week. So this is a review. we'll have we'll have two versions, a slower tempo and then a quicker tempo. We're sticking to this now. Slowing things down at first just helps you be able to put all those pieces together that you need to focus on. So after the fourth one, this ties into the Barres. You have a just Barre pattern, which you're to be doing in place at the bar, traveling at the bar, and then last week I added the traveling in the center. Okay. All right, so after the fourth one, you're back here, and you do Barre. It is supposed to travel, but we can do it in place for now at the bar. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Da, da, da. So with this 6 counts per measure, you'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that again. And 1. So you're just, there's nothing, it's not a sur le coup there where you have to touch. You're just picking up that back foot and getting on the platform. Okay? So again, those counts. First one comes here because we just did our last pas barre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one more. Up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the only thing that is left in that pattern, after you do 4 of each of those, you jump to first, and you take your hands off the bar, and you think about your alignment. And that word, remember, means how everything's stacked up from the toes all the way through to the top of your head. So we've done these balances before at the end of other patterns. You just jump to first, take your arms up, think about things. Typically, I come around and fix. And then you take here and here. And when you're able to, shoulders down, other arm. It's okay to wobble a little bit to try to get that balance, but remember, all over place, no. You just go back down, get everything in order, holding onto the bar, roll up again, and try again. I would let yourself, if you can't, hit that balance for the first time, I would give yourself 3 times to do it. It will come more readily as you continue to progress. Okay, so remember the pattern is up and down. We're just marking da da da. You can just do it on demi-point. Up and down, da da da. Up and down, da da da. Up and down. Now we Barre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1, 2, 4 times. Okay, and just Barre in place. And then you jump to first, and we take our balance. And that is the 8th exercise in its total. But remember, once we do this, probably at this speed, for a couple more weeks, we'll go ahead and do it to a faster tempo. Okay, so let's go with this piqué tombe with pas bourrée balance. Ready? Right foot front, facing your chair. There's a prep. Ah. Stay square. Here comes our bourrée. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't like how fast those are. So let's take 12 counts for each side bourrée. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's much better. Okay. So you have 2. You start bourréing on 2 to 9. You squeeze the thighs together on 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's stop on 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2. I think I got it now. Okay. That just felt way too fast just using 6. Okay. Let's do it. Let's get through the whole pattern this time. It's really hot in here. Piqué. Here comes our longer bourrée. 1, 2, 3. Change. 1, 4, 6, 9, 10. 12. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. 11. Change. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10. And jump. Hands on the bar. And arms down. So you're here. And hands back on the bar. Long back. Goes a long way in helping you maintain the balance. All the way up, thighs, squeeze, ribs in, shoulders down, fish hook in your belly button, balance, keep those shoulders down, hold, hold, finish. Whether you make that first balance or not, do 3 in a row. Okay? So, that's it for today. Do some good stretches after, especially those calves. Okay, so what I say at the end, and I may have said it at the beginning of class, but from my heart, keeping all of Center Stage family members in my thoughts and prayers. Stay safe. See you next time.